Oh, what's that, Bobby? We're gonna talk about Feed the Bronies again. Aw, you rascal, you. Hey, but what's up? UltraMag64 here, and today, guys, I am going to talk yet again about Feed the Bronies. Let's beat that dead horse. How about it? Alright, so anyway, as you guys may notice, you know, with your peepas, that you tend to do, yeah, this all looks a lot different, doesn't it? A lot more pretty. Interesting, isn't it? Yes, it is. This is Bobby, for those of you who don't know, because it's been a while since I did Minecrafty stuff, so yeah, things have changed. Things have changed, for the better, hopefully. But anyway, guys, what I decided to do today was do a little bit of an update for you guys. Now, I've been kind of contemplating with my brain, because I tend to do that too. I've been contemplating doing this video. I've actually done this is my second time recording this, so hopefully, you know, I don't make an absolute fool of myself. What are you talking about? I don't do that. Sillies. Shut up, Bobby. Don't patronize me. I see you over there with your patronizing look. You're like, dude, no, you totally do that. It's like, shut up, you, with your weird name tag. I have to fix that eventually. But anyway, we're not here to talk about Bobby as much as he is a handsome rapscallion over there. Look at him. Look at how beautiful he is. He is beautiful. He is the absolute everything of beautiful. No, we're here to talk about me and my crazy wackiness that is Feed the Bronies. So anyway. Let's go ahead and fly around. Come on, Bobby. Well, I guess we can't fly with you tethered to me, but we'll find a way. We'll find a way. Don't you worry, I will make you fly. But anyway, so what we're going to talk about, hopefully I don't do that a lot, because I notice I do that when I ramble. So here's the plan for Feed the Bronies. Basically, I don't have as much time as I used to do when I started Feed the Bronies initially. And also, a lot of things have changed. As you can hear, hopefully you guys can hear that. That is galloping. I have officially gotten a lot of things. Feed the Bronies basically for my new rig, as you can plainly tell by the beauty that is this shader pack. I've changed a few things yet again with my new rig, especially because, you know, it's a new rig and I can do that now. I can do this crazy kind of cinematic stuff. So Feed the Bronies initially wasn't going to be very cinematic. Season 2 wasn't, at least. And it kind of happened that way, where it was like, oh, well, I'm gonna make this more cinematic because I can. It was really a spur-of-the-moment type thing, so it was never intended to be a cinematic thing. In fact, especially if you watch the first episode, because that was when a lot of the things that I had initially planned were going into action, such as the side quests and stuff like that. Initially, Feed the Bronies was going to be like me rebuilding the entirety of Ponyville, which never happened. So, yeah, because I noticed that, oh, that would take a long time. Just look at these. Ooh, that's pretty. But, yeah, like, that would have just taken way longer. And initially, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make Feed the Bronies the longest freaking thing ever. And now I just want it to end. Not end, not yet, at least. Hopefully. Right, Bobby? Right, Bobby? We still need to do things. We still need to finish things off. Because I hate leaving stories unfinished. I hate that. That sucks, doesn't it? That's the worst. You get to the good part of the book and then you're like, oh, well, see you next time. Cliffhangers. So yeah, I did leave Feed the Bronies on a cliffhanger, which I really didn't mean to do, guys, as much as you guys might think I might have meant to do that. No, that was actually unintentional. What happened was, for those of you who don't keep up with me, in general social media and all that jazz, or watch every video, you know, you only watch Feed the Bronies, I can understand. But for those of you who don't keep up with me, basically my job, holy cow, Bobby, is that Princess Twilight's house? That's Twilight's house. Let's go look at Twilight's house. Come on. Yeah, brewski. But anyway, for those of you who don't keep up with me in general, I recently, in real life, in the real world, when I'm not in crazy YouTube lands, I actually have to hold down 2 jobs to maybe pay bills, because I don't make enough money on YouTube's no mo. So I kind of have had to get 2 jobs, which eat up a lot of YouTube time. Now, a lot of you know this. And you're okay with it, which is why, you know, we get a little bit of less content than, you know, most people would probably like. Well, hello there, friend! What's your name? Oh, well, fine then, be a jerk. See if I can. Come on, Bobby, this castle's full of jerks. Let's go somewhere. Let's make our own castle. With blackjack. And, crystal ponies. Yeah. You know what? Forget the crystal ponies. Nah, forget the whole thing. Anyway. So yeah, I hold down 2 jobs, and it's not very fun. I wish I could do YouTube 24/7. Like, a lot of people brought up, like, you know, Magnus, why don't you do YouTube 24/7? Well, long story short, without getting into anything crazy, I can't pay bills on YouTube. Wish I could. And a lot of people brought up, you know, Magnus, well, since you can't pay bills on YouTube, why don't you start a Patreon account or an Indiegogo? Someone's actually suggested an Indiegogo page for me. Bobby, how do you feel about that? What's that? You don't feel like I'm popular enough to do that type of thing? Oh, Bobby, you silly pants. But anyway. Yeah, I've tossed around the idea of doing a Patreon, not the Indiegogo thing so much, because I don't particularly like Indiegogo. I'm not going to go into why, but it's not my thing. Oh, is this a Golden Oaks? This is Golden Oaks, Bobby. We should go in here. Heritage. But anyway, man, I need to stop doing that. I really do. I keep trying to catch myself doing it, and it just doesn't work. It just doesn't. Bobby, where the heck are you? Bobby! Bobster? He's somewhere. Anyway. Dang it! Shh! Bobby, kill me now, please. Woo! Look at that. That is beauty. That's beautiful right there. But yeah, I've kicked around the idea of Patreon, but the problem is I kind of look at it like this. You know, it's been how many months since the last Feed the Bronies, you know? Do I have any right to really ask you guys for money when it's like I can't even finish one season on my own? I just don't feel like that'd be right of me. There you are, Bobster. I don't feel like that'd be right. I don't feel like that'd be right of me to be like, hey guys, you should totally throw money at me because I'm wanting to do this full-time. Somebody want to give me some money? This guy over here, this guy wants to give me money. Look at him, he's so happy. So yeah, I've tossed around that idea, and I just don't feel like right now would be a good time to do that. And also, I'm very small. I'm a very small YouTube channel, and probably if I did start a Patreon, I imagine that the meager amounts that I would get donated to me would probably just be eaten up by Patreon, the website, because you got to give them, like, I think it's 15% on top of your average earnings. So I'd probably get $1, maybe once it's all said and done. And so I don't feel like, you know, that'd be a good idea. Now, it's not to say, like, people shouldn't do that or whatever, you know, but I just can't. But if you guys do want to donate to me for whatever reason, because you love me or whatever, you can always do it through my Steam account. You can always give me games, because that way, you know, it gives back to the channel. But in terms of just donation, like flat-out monetary donations, I just don't have... I don't feel like the need is there. Like, I don't feel like it's necessary. You know what, Bobby? You know what? You just... Come on. I was gonna abandon you, man. I was gonna do it. I was this close. This close. Remember that. I saved you. Oh, hi, Bush. So, yeah, long story short, Patreon's not a thing for me right now. Maybe one day. Maybe. But anyway, back to Feed the Bronies, because that was the topic we were initially discussing. Correct. So, in terms of Feed the Bronies, what's happening is I just don't have the time anymore, guys. I literally don't. I work for about, you know, roughly 30 hours a week. I work roughly about 30 hours a week to 40 hours, depending on the week. And I just don't have the time, you know. Whenever I record, I usually record about a week's worth of content in a day, which kills me. You it kills me so bad, because I literally stay up sometimes till 4 o'clock in the morning, getting everything done. Which, I don't mind. I don't mind doing that, because I know it's for you guys. And those of you who watch my content every video I publish and they comment and like and all that stuff, that means a lot to me, and that gets me up and out of the bed. When, you know, sometimes it's not as easy. It's not easy, sometimes getting out of the bed. But, we're not here to talk about my crippling depression, are we, Bobby? No. Where are you, bud? Brilham? Yeah, we're not here to... You know what, Bobby? You have fun playing in the river. We're not here to talk about that today. We're here to talk about Feed the Bronies. Not to say that my crippling depression doesn't sometimes hinder Feed the Bronies, but we're not talking about that. Oh, look, I have a shadow. Hi, me. How you doing, bud? Looking awesome as always. So yeah, I just don't have the time, and that's the nitty gritty of the thing. Is I just don't have the time anymore. I wish I did. I really do. I wish I could do this all day, every day, forever. Like, that would be amazing. I would love to do that, because not only would I be able to do more content, I'd be able to do more live streams, and etc., etc., etc. But I just don't have the time anymore. And that's just life, you know? That's just how life is. Now, I know that that's not fair. Like, that's nothing. You guys have no control over that, and that's not fair to you guys to be like, yeah, guess what? Feed the Bronies, that thing, that's going to be put on the back burners, all the way back over there, burners. And you're probably not going to see it for a very, very, very long time. So that's not fair to you guys. And the idea I've been kicking around, and I'm still kicking it around, mainly because I just don't, I don't know how. It's hard to equate into words how I feel about what I'm about to say. And that is that I've been kicking around the idea of asking for help. I've been kicking around the idea of, you know, asking you guys, basically, to be like, hey, you know what? If you guys want to help me finish Feed the Bronies, then I need writers. Because that's the nitty-gritty of what I need, is I've got the tools to do the cinematic stuff. I can try and, you know, do the cinematic stuff. Voice acting, it's kind of all me. Season 2 is definitely going to be, is kind of my story, my character's story. And he's kind of the main protagonist here. It's his backstory, it's how he came to be who he is, and it's my voice. So I kind of have to do all the voice acting and stuff. Now, that's not to say, what the heck? Oh, okay. Well, what is this place? Oh, okay, this is Pony Sister Castle. Okay. Okay, we've established that. Let's go up here. I want to go up here. So that's kind of a issue of my own design there, is that at the time, I was like, huh, you know, this is a Let's Play. Let's just do it all me. And that was probably not the smartest idea. Then again, Feed the Bronies kind of... Sorry, I have to kill it. It doesn't belong here. It doesn't belong. Oh. You don't belong in this world. Get out of here! Die. Unholy abomination of the world. But anyway. I'm actually losing my voice now. Huzzah! But yeah, I've kicked around the idea of asking for help. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about the idea, because on the one hand, it's like, you know, yeah, I can get you guys involved, I can maybe get Season 2 knocked out, and then at least Season 2's done. You know, if Feed the Bronies were to end there, at least it'd be something, you know? At least I wouldn't be leaving you guys with a cliffhanger where you guys have no idea what's going on, or want to know, you know, when Season 2 ends or whatever. So I've been kicking around that idea, and I don't like the idea. Part of me is like, no, this is my story, and, you know, to do this story, you'd have to get in a certain mindset. And I don't want to put people in that mindset, because when I go and create Feed the Bronies, it's in a very dark place. It's not a happy story. It is not a very happy story at all. It is a very, very sad story with very mature subjects that some people would still might be a little bit maybe shocked by, or even a little bit uncomfortable dealing with. In fact, there is one scene where man, I don't know if I want to spoil it. Let's just say that young children are involved, and it does not end well. And that's how I write. That is basically how I write, is I go for dark stories sometimes. Because again, I'm kind of sometimes in a very dark place, and what the heck is this? Where am I? Bobby? Are you up here, bud? What the heck is this thing? Oh, is this the... Oh, I bet this is the organ. I'm guessing... I don't know. I guess this is in Oregon? I don't know what the heck this thing is. I don't even know where I am anymore. Just kind of started rambling and going on. But anyway, yeah. So, to me, it's like, I don't know if I want to bring people into that to do basically writing for the rest of my stuff. Because I've got the basic outlines of everything. Like, I know where I want the season to end, I know how I want to end it, and I know what I want to do with each kind of character, basically. But the issue is time and other stuff. Like, the next episode, I think we're on, what, episode 7? I think, maybe. That one I have actually already mostly written, for the most part. I mean, it's pretty much... I swear I'm gonna kill all of you! Where the heck did you go? You can't hide from me. You think you can hide in my Hall of Hooves? No. Abominations. Everywhere I go. But anyway. So, I've basically written the entire episode out. For the most part. There are a few things I need to fine-tune, such as character development, and different archetypes I want to go, and kind of just fine-tune everything. But I just haven't had the time to do it, or sometimes I just don't have the drive. Like, on some days, I'm just too tired. Like, I'm just like, I just don't want to sit down for hours on end trying to write this out. And holy cow. Chocolate rain! I need to fix that. I haven't gotten my old texture pack back out. I'm just using the stock one. Wow, this looks really kind of nice. Dang. That looks really... Oh my gosh, this looks so cool. This is so awesome looking. But I just haven't had the time, because sometimes it's like I get home and I'm tired. I'm literally tired, and sometimes that's hard, because on some days it's like, oh, I have to go home and record 3 hours worth of footage. Okay, let's do it. You know, and I mean, that's a burden I put on myself. You know, I went into this job, and now it's like, you know, I'm in it. I'm stuck in it for the long haul. And that's fine. I'm not complaining about, you know, going into YouTube. I love YouTube. And one day, yeah, I'd love to make it a full-time job. I would love that. That'd be amazing. But baby steps, every pony, baby steps. So, yeah. But, again, it's not fair that I created this story and I haven't been able to finish it. You know, that's not fair to you guys. Because there are, apparently, for some odd reason, people like my storytelling. I'm not sure why. Again, I'm not the best storyteller. This was the first time I tried anything like this before, and I was not, apparently I wasn't prepared for the A, feedback, and B, amount of work it takes to make this kind of thing. And I mean, like, a lot of people have been like, hey, Magnus, I want you to voice act in this. It's like, why? I'm not that good an actor. Am I? I mean, I get into my character because he's my character. You know? Like, I get into, one thing I did for a fun little thing is I voice acted Sombra at one point. I didn't publish it or anything like that. I dabbled in it. I was like, I might publish this, maybe, one day when I'm bored. But I did voice act Sombra in, I did a couple of lines, and I was like, oh, you know, I can really get into this character for some odd reason. He's the ultimate shadow horse of evil, and for some reason he really resonates with me. That's kind of terrifying and a little bit. But, yeah, it's... I think that I thought that was personally funny. But, anyway. Wow, this is really weird. Everything's got a weird, misty kind of look to it. It's cool. I love it. But, yeah, a lot of people have asked me to do stuff like that, and it's like, well, yeah, sure, I mean, I guess. But then I get busy, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I can't do it. So, yeah, that's just, yeah, I wish I could. I would love to voice act in your random things that you want me to do. But personally, I don't feel like I'm a very good voice actor to begin with, and I kind of get busy on, you know, and I don't, like, that's another thing, like, a lot of people have asked me, you know, Magnus, well, you say you have you say you have, like, no time to do any of this stuff. Let's do it for you. It's like, well, I appreciate it, guys. I really do. And I'd love that. But the problem is it's like, wait, where's the door? The heck's the door? The door's supposed to be right here. You, tell me where the door is. Fine. I'll just break through. That is where the door goes, right? Yeah. The heck? Alright, then I guess that's just for looks. Whatever. But a lot of people have asked me, like, Magnus, so, you know, let's help you out with this. Let's get a LAN going and get, like, a server up and running, and we'll all get together and do all this cool stuff. It's like, well, I'd love that, guys. I'd love to have my own LAN, or not LAN, my own server for you guys to play around on and stuff like that. But A, that stuff costs money. B, it'd just be too much work to get everyone together to do this kind of thing. Like, I've dabbled with it, and if Season 3 were ever to be a thing, I probably might do something like that, because Season 3, I planned to expand out the cast of characters. I plan to have, like, my own kind of main 6-ish, give or take, cast of characters. You know, I have everything planned out in Feed the Bronies. I know how I want to take it, I know where I want to end it, because Feed the Bronies does have an end. It's not going to be one of those things where it's like, oh, it just goes on forever and ever and ever. Thank you, Magnus, for making a never-ending series of horse videos about Minecraft. I love you forever. No, Feed the Bronies does have an end, and I know where I want to take it. I've actually developed 2 endings, where one, if I'm, like, I don't have time anymore to do this, and I need to stop, or where I can keep going with it. It's that open. And, you know, it's just, I just don't have the time right now to finish it. It's depressing. It's sad. It really is sad, because a lot of people really enjoyed it, and I've gotten countless requests to bring it back. And you guys have no idea how much I want to bring it back. I do. Because it's like, I miss playing Minecraft. I miss playing Minecraft. And part of that's going to be like, I'm just going to start playing Minecraft again. You know? I'm going to start doing Minecraft series and stuff like that eventually at some point. I don't know when I'll start doing it again. It just depends. Because, like, I've got all these mods and stuff running, and everything's working fantastically. You know, it looks great. Everything's fantastic, but I just haven't stumbled upon the right map to play, or, you know, whatever reason. I really need to get back and do the how to install this mod, the MindMeld Pony mod, on current ish Minecraft versions, because I'm currently running. I've actually bumped it up to, because last time we were doing, I think, 1.5.2. And maybe it was 1.6.4, I think. I'm not sure on that one. But the old Feed the Bronies was running on that. And now we've bumped it up to 1.7.10, I think, is that one. I'm not sure. entirely. But that is the latest and greatest, basically, version that I can get running. And, yeah, it runs wonderfully. Everything's buttery smooth, as you can see. I mean, I don't have any problems here. It's fantastic. But, yeah, that does just require not a whole lot of work to get this running and stuff. Like, it's so much easier. You guys have no clue. Well, you probably do have a clue. But it's so much better than the other versions. I find that every time I redo this, it's like it gets better and better and easier to do. Which I guess is kind of it's Minecraft, and the guys at Mojang are doing this kind of stuff. They're making things easier for us all. And another part of it's like, maybe, just maybe, Magnus, you're getting better at understanding mods. Who knows? You silly pants. Are you learning? No, Magnus, you don't learn. You never learn. You stare at walls all day. But yeah, basically, I'm pretty sure good gravy, I'm so used to saying that. I'm pretty sure that this vlog thing, or whatever you want to call this thing, is done. So, long story short, guys, Feed the Bronies it'll come when it comes. You know, I wouldn't mind having writers help me out, but in all honesty, I'm kind of on the fence about that because, again, I don't want to drag other people down into my dark little hole that I drag myself into when I have to write this kind of stuff. And it's just amazing looking. Look at this thing. Oh my gosh, I want one. Someone needs to build me a Magnus castle. I need it. I need it. Look at this. This is glorious. I want my own castle. Why can't I have a castle? Why am I not a princess yet? I want to be a princess. I think I'd make a fantastic princess. I want one. But, yeah. So basically, long story short, guys, is regardless of what happens, I will always try and bring you Feed the Bronies. No telling if it'll ever come back, but I'll try, and I'll do my best, as I always try and do. But in the meantime, guys, and I know a lot of you were kind of upset by it not being a thing, and I'm truly sorry for that. I really, really am. I recently had someone, like, and this was, well, I say recently. Recently is a relative term. I had someone who was very upset that I hadn't been doing a Feed the Bronies lately, and it really hurt that they were so upset by that. I won't name names, and I won't tell you where I heard this, but needless to say, they were not happy. They were very upset, and I don't like seeing you guys upset. I really don't. It is my job to make you guys happy. It is my job to, you know, create. I make videos for fun. You know, I make videos to make you guys happy. I do it to be happy because I personally, I've gone through, you know, depression. I'm still going through various amounts of depression and other things like that. And YouTubers were always there to cheer me up sometimes. You know, like Markiplier. Markiplier always cheers me up when I feel bad and down. Along with a bunch of other YouTubers, countless YouTubers that I watch. And if I can do that just by a little tiny bit, then I've done my job right. And that's worth all the pain and suffering in the world. Like, that's worth all the amounts of headaches I go through, all the sleepless nights I try and get you guys good content and stuff like that. That makes every bit of it worth it. And I can't tell you how many times, like, I get comments from you guys saying, you know, you made my day today. You know, or, like, Magnus, you're my favorite YouTuber ever. You know, and that stuff always makes me feel good, and it makes me happy. And that might be a shallow and superficial thing to say, you know, like, oh, Magnus, you're so shallow, you know, you like the attention that others bring to you and all that jazz. It's like, well, yeah, I mean, who doesn't? On occasion, you know, you like being told you do good things, you know. That's always a nice thing to get, right? Right? Everybody likes getting patsies on the backs. But yeah, long story short, guys, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and get Feed the Bronies up and running again. No telling if that'll happen or not. But I'm gonna at least try. I'm gonna give it my A for effort. So, long story short, just be patient. And if you guys do want to, I don't know, help out for whatever silly reason you have in your head, then you can always hit me up with my email address, which is in the About page on my channel. So you can go there. I'm not going to show you guys how to do it, because if you know how to do it, then there you go. You're one step closer to emailing me. Or if you don't feel like emailing me, you're like, no, I'm not going to email this lame guy. I want his Twitter and Facebook info, then, yeah, that's also in the description of every video you see, pretty much. So, yeah, you can check there. But, yeah, that's about it. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and hope you have a fantastic day. I'm UltraMag64. Remember, don't feel those pressure rights, and as always, happy gaming. I look gorgeous! Look how dang pretty I am. I am a pretty pony. I am just absolutely... Just saying you're getting in my way. Getting in my way, I'm looking at my pretty self. I look just phenomenal. Oh my gosh. You have no idea. No idea. None whatsoever. I really need to redo my skin, though, because if I'm gonna be a horse the entire time, I might as well make myself look fantastic. I mean, more fantastic than I already look. I mean, come on. You can't mess up perfection, right? So I mean, you know, I can only make myself even better. So I'm probably gonna give myself maybe a little shirt, maybe pants, I don't know. Do I really need pants? Nah, I don't think I need pants. I look fantastic. I mean, seriously, I'm gonna have to rip up all my shirts just to get a nice wing holes and a tail hole. Oh man, that's gonna be a pain in the butt. Oh no, I'm falling down. All right, but anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you go before I keep rambling on about random junk that I'm finding in this world of Minecraft. So I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Bye.